Attorney General Pam Bondi had multiple meltdowns in front of Congress. And you guys, you need to see this. What happened inside of this hearing should concern everyone, because the Attorney General of the United States of America refused to answer direct questions about the Epstein files and case in general. But first, let's go over, what's taken place in the last 5 to 6 months. Congress passed a bipartisan law requiring the release of the Epstein files. The files were late, extremely late, basically breaking the law, and they were inconsistencies with redactions. I mean, some victims were even exposed, but powerful men, for some reason, their names were redacted. So Congress did its job by calling Attorney General Pam Bondi in to answer questions under oath. Okay, so let's talk about how that went. First, instead of answering questions about redactions and, investigation failures, Bondi pivoted to the stock market.
The Dow right now is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making Americans safe. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked. Are you kidding?
Mr. Jordan, Mr. Jordan.
Committee. Apparently, Pam Bondi thinks that we shouldn't care about prosecuting sex traffickers if the stock market is up. I mean, just so we are all clear, this was not meant to be, an economic briefing by the Attorney General. But she did try to make it one, okay? The Attorney General of the United States responded to questions about the biggest criminal investigation in history, and she is answering with a Dow update. That is really freaking scary, if you ask me, okay? Even Republican Congressman Thomas Massie raised concerns. And instead of answering him, Bondi accused him of having Trump derangement syndrome.
Are you able to track who in your organization made this massive failure and released the victims' names? Are you able to track who it was that obscured Les Wexner's name as a co-conspirator in an FBI document? Do you have that kind of accountability?
I believe Wexner's name was listed more than 4,000 times.
Yeah, I already told you that. This is where he's listed as a co-conspirator.
Can I finish my answer? Come on, let me finish my answer. We corrected that within 40 minutes. He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
Reclaiming my time.
I'm going to answer this question.
Reclaiming my time. Mr. Chairman.
This is how this works.
Can I have my time back? Mr. Chairman.
The gentlelady can give her answer. The time belongs to the gentleman from Kentucky.
All right, I'm reclaiming my time.
Can I give my answer?
So I'm going to put the language of the bill up on the screen.
Chairman, may I give my answer on that? It's a political joke, and I need to give my answer on that.
We'll let the Attorney General respond, and then the gentleman can move to his next question.
It's my time.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question. Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
Red-handed? There was one redaction out of over 4,700, and we invited you in. This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get. You're a failed politician. You need to watch the video.
Chairman, please.
That was bipartisan oversight, basically dismissed with an insult. Then Representative Ted Lieu asked whether any event Trump attended with Epstein involved underage girls. And of course, instead of addressing the question, Bondi accused Lieu of trying to deflect from all of the amazing work that Trump has done. Check this out. And pay attention to her face from the very beginning, like, whoa.
Former Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files
I'm reclaiming my time.
be
I got
released.
your answer. You said there's no
President
evidence.
Trump asked
Chairman, please
I'd like
stop
to
the clock.
reclaim my
to
time.
Stop the clock.
the legislation.
Time.
This is
Time.
this
I'd like
is
to reclaim
ridiculous.
my time.
Time belongs to the gentleman from California.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop the limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness immediately. Epstein should rot in hell, so should the men who patronized his operation. And as we sit here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims, and you...
I mean, you saw that. He even accused her of lying under oath, which totally triggered her, by the way. But the greatest thing is, he didn't just accuse her of lying under oath, he proved it. So look, nothing about this hearing was considered normal for congressional hearings, by the way. Well, at least, not her responses, okay? And here's the problem with that. Oversight only works if executive officials answer direct questions, not give lectures, or stock tips. I mean, if hearings become loyalty tests, take like talking points, and personal attacks on Congress, then accountability is going to die, okay? And if accountability fails in a case as serious as the Epstein files, then it might as well already be dead. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.